All right, well, I'm on ETH, so let's talk about ETH here. ETH made a tear the last few days, and I'm pulling daily here because there's stuff that we should look at pulled back here on a daily. Some key pattern shiz here, right?
Shiz.
A couple of things, right? From the high here, we had this dump, had this retrace a few weeks ago, dump, retrace. I had thought on the daily here, I was like, oh, we're gonna challenge the 50 EMA and we won't be able to close it and get rejected. And you know what? That theory is still possibly in play because this candle hasn't even printed yet. And I'm like, look at this. So we took this vector candle zone. That's pretty much, we wicked up, took that. Um, and we haven't touched yesterday's open. And if you see, like a lot of times, guys, right, the price, right, likes to come down and take, like it did here. It took wick down, got the last day's open, or I'm sorry, yeah, last day's open, and moved on. Um, this story could still play out
Yep.
where we come down to take that yesterday's open, right? Um, but we'll see. Usually, most of the time it does, right? Most of the time it does, except for when it's like engulfing candles, like these vector candles here. These are pretty engulfing. This candle here, yeah, took the last two candles. A lot of people would call that one an engulfing candle. So, price didn't come down and claim that one. But is this an engulfing candle? Not by a long shot. Not now. Not right now. No. So I'm not. Yeah. I mean, it just we had. It's been good. Everyone was very bullish. So it's like, oh wow, the merge, buy that ETH, the merge. It's gonna pump. I don't know if it is. Fuck it. Look at Bitcoin is a turd sandwich right now. I mean, look at this. Like it's been
You said it.
just just chilling here,
Right
not
now or just period?
barely moving. It reminds me of that
Everybody else
South
is
Park
saying.
episode. Is it a
Oh
is
no,
it a
here we go.
giant is it a giant douche or a turd sandwich? I don't know. But it's it's something. I mean, it's still in that theory, right? We've been
Dude,
saying this now. I feel
it's
like I'm
just
broken record.
hovering around the bottom there. God,
It's holding
it is holding
higher
barely,
lows. I mean, it's pretty
barely.
incredible. But if this breaks, like that's gonna be something else. That is gonna be
Let me tell
really
you
fascinating.
something else.
Um, I might pay attention more to Bitcoin here today. I
Been
mean, it's just look at it. That's pretty descending looking, doesn't it? Can't get higher highs at all.
yeah.
That's incredible. Um, so I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't look too good right now. But that's on the daily, and I guess there was some financial news that was coming out today. I can't remember what it was, but it's not like a big market mover. But we'll see. And then I know the
Good morning to
fuck
Kansas.
it to Kansas. Uh, yeah, and I mean
Glad you're
it's
feeling.
rough, guys.
Glad you're
It
alive.
doesn't it doesn't look too good. I would expect price to actually come back and maybe challenge this volume low here, right? Maybe that's what happens this week. And that would be, yeah. I mean, it's only 3% drop. It's just incredible how it's just been holding here. It's incredible. Um, ETH, let's see. Oh, and I am in a short, full disclosure. I'm in a short on ETH. Let's see how my position is doing. Um, it's going pretty good so far. I'm looking for, I'll take profits at 2% is my goal, but it's looking like, we have vector candle zones, right? There's a lot of imbalance in the charts, right? Vector candle zones here. Um, and we had since the daily open, like I was saying, price likes to come back down and challenge yesterday's open, and especially the daily open, right? The candle, the daily candle itself usually likes to challenge the daily open. So A lot of confluence here saying, "Hey, number could be coming down," but this is looking like, I'm screwed. Maybe I'm screwed. Maybe. This could be like, this candle here is looking like it wants to this could be the stop of the whole dump, and we're just ready to pop right back up. Look at it. No. So anyways, we'll see what happens to my position. Maybe I get liquidated. Maybe I take some profits here. Tough
Don't
one.
get licked,
Um,
bro. Don't get
I'm
licked.
gonna I'm not gonna get liquidated. I like I don't
Don't
have
get
like
licked,
very
bro.
I'm not gonna get liquidated. Um it's just this doesn't look I don't know. I'm just gonna be patient. I think number will come down to these levels here today. It's my plan. I'm sticking to it. It's my plan. I'm sticking to it.
Stick with the
But
plan.
yeah, here on the 24-minute, like it's got prices got to break this 50 moving average, and so we could like comes down see when it comes down to the 50 moving average like this and RSIs like this, I do like to look for longs. You know what I mean? I'm not a big short on
Short
these
the
kind of areas.
short the
Yeah,
dump kind of guy. Yeah, no.
so not looking very shorty right now, but
Yeah.
at the same time, again, there's confluences saying here. Let's see what the order book is doing.
Confluence.
We have a lot of liquidity up here at 1675, and then down here at 1625. It looks like there's a bit more. There's a bit more liquidity down here. But it's like look at this shorter time frame. It's like, hey, it'll probably come up, snatch some of this stuff, and then maybe come down. Um, just yeah. I mean, here I don't know what time frame they have here on this chart. It looks like probably the 1 minute. But yeah, the 1 minute looks like it could be starting to trade now under the 50 moving average. So yeah, it's not looking. The charts aren't
So
looking
hot.
too hot. I mean, we've had some pumpages over the weekend, right? But that pumpage could be eaten up here real soon. Ape, let's check it out.
Ape
Let's check it out.
watch.
Dude, it's at the like look at this. We have so vector candle consumed it. Come down, you're just getting these vector candles that are just like printing, getting consumed right away. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? Market maker is manipulating shit like a mofo. I swear. Lots
Yeah.
of
It looks
yeah,
very
it's
suspicious. That looks
yeah, I mean
suspicious to you?
50 moving average, right? Didn't quite get across the 200, so still bearish, right? So when price returns to the moving averages, I'm expecting a bounce downward. But we've been stuck, right? Bitcoin has been holding, and it has been holding. So, or I'm sorry, this is Ape. Shit, Ape has been. Nope. Yeah, dude, this sucks, man. Ape is. Remember, like I was like, man, when Ape, I always like it when Ape is getting tempting to get back down to $3. You know, like let's look at the
Mhm.
daily. Pull it back.
Pull it on back. Pull it on back.
Yeah, like this zone down here when it went down to 3, the lowest it went here, yeah, $3. That's what I'm looking for. This is a good accumulation spot for Ape. Um, but it's been shutting. Like, look, it's everything. It's been like for like a week. It's just been chilling here, man, for over a week. So it's not moving. It's not moving. And so with that, I would expect it's gonna go down because moving averages below the 50, prices below the 50.
Yep.
To me, this says number wants to go down. And I would just expect, we have some vector candle zone down here for Ape to mess around with. So that's what I'd expect for Ape Soul
Let's do it.
daily. Here we are.
Harvest thy soul farm.
Kind of like, dude, look at this. It's just so
Yeah.
many of these tokens
It's
just been
very Bitcoiny.
shutting.
It looks
Yeah,
like
very
very Bitcoiny
hasn't
right there.
hasn't been able to get right. We're still in that, like, ooh, we're getting higher lows, but
Barely, yeah.
I mean, it's taking out this low, taking out this low, taking out this low. Is this low the next one to be taken out? Um, that's what it kind of looks like. But we do have maybe some moving averages crossing here. The 3 and the 13 here. It's looking like we could get across, and then maybe we do get at least maybe we do get some pumpage this week. Because it's like maybe we get a challenge to the 50 moving average, challenge resistance up here. And then we get a move down. It's really going to depend on where the liquidity is and where the market makers are going to be chasing that. But at the same time, it's also we're trading with the markets. It's here. Like, let's take a look at S&P 500. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go to 5-minute chart.
I like the S&P comparison.
So we opened right, market open, just started to dump, man. Just dumped. We're now this is actually interesting. I mean, we pulled like basically what you just saw, right? Market open, came up, challenged the 50 moving average, got rejected. Now we're, getting lower lows and everything. It doesn't look too hot. And the dollar, we need the dollar. Okay, dollar's coming down. Let's see what happens here. The dollar starts coming down, then that's a sign. This is crazy right here. Then this is a big sign that the rest of these assets here, stocks, crypto, number will go up, because basically the dollar has just been on a tear. Now this is just a 5-minute chart, but if we pull back, man, it's been. Whoop. I wonder if news just came out that's weakening the dollar, because that's a interesting move down, because it's just been like, yeah, look at this.
Yeah, dude.
It's just been raging.
Crushing.
I'm gonna take a look at my ETH position, because it's been pumping and I don't like that.
You're like, I need to go take care of some personal business real quick.
Yeah,
this card is freaking me out. I need to make sure I'm not getting liquidated right now.
No, I'm not. Again, like, so right now what I'm gonna do is managing this position. My entry was here. It was a really lousy entry to begin with, but I'm not gonna freak out. Like, if we
don't freak out.
Yeah, see, like I was saying, is when you challenge this 50 moving average here on this 20-minute, like, this looks like I was saying, this looks like a spot I went along from, not being a short, so maybe I'll just exit out while I'm in profits, only because I could always re-enter in on a short, you know what I mean?
To take profits.
Could always re-enter.
Sure. Yeah. If you see that the dump looks like it shall continue, you could get back in.
Right. And right now it's like, okay, we could be seeing a pump, but man, it's not looking like. All right, let's go back to like the 1 hour here. And we're just this
crazy looking candle.
This is gonna be you're gonna be hanging out with me while I manage my position right now. Yeah, man, because right now this vector candle, like, if it came and claimed this candle before we started to come down, I would much rather get in a short up here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna exit.
And what are our predictions for the merge? Dikenza's saying. For the predictions for the merge, I'll let you go, man.
Predictions for the merge.
What do you think will happen to the ETH price? It's really hard to figure out. I see both sides. I see people all just saying it's going to dump. I see people it's going to pump.
You know what, man? I'm not moving. I'm not changing my position unless it starts to break this.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Here.
That's not a bad idea.
Because I'm like, what would I expect? I would expect price.
Oh,
to challenge resistance, right?
it's doing it right now. It's challenging
Yeah.
right now. Oh, and it
So
might get
challenge
rejected.
it.
Might get rejected.
That makes sense, right? Because it's like, look at this. I mean, this has been an interesting, right? Broke through, bounced up,
Oh,
bounced down,
oh,
bounced through, up. There it goes. Let's see.
but
Let's
I don't know. It
see.
could get rejected still.
I
Yeah.
know.
As far as the merge goes, I think so. My thought is that I don't think it's going to pump because I just don't see any reason that it would pump. I could see it pumping maybe a little bit before, right? Like the buy the rumor, sell the news kind of deal. But afterwards, I mean, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into as far as like user experience. Will there be an improvement? I've heard that gas fees aren't going to change much. So will it be faster at least, or will there be something to be bullish about, right? And to really celebrate besides just that it happened, right? That we went to proof of stake. So I'm looking for that. And I don't understand the mechanics of all the staked ETH good enough right now to really understand what'll
Yeah.
happen with all the staked ETH.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not 100%. Like I'm not that.
We'll do a whole
Like,
merge. We'll do a merge.
yeah, we'll have to do
We'll
research on
look
it
and we'll do some
because
research
I'm
and we'll do
pretty
it as we
sure,
get
right?
closer
Because I remember when I was looking into like staking some
into this
ETH,
week.
and I remember I didn't do it because I wouldn't be able to touch it for like a year after the merge.
Oh yeah, well I remember
And
Coinbase started allowing you to like stake your ETH for the merge. I think last year, but it
yeah,
would get locked up for X amount of time.
I
So
think it's I don't know. What's my ETH prediction for the merge? That's a good question. I think it's already ETH is already like I don't want maybe I could say it. It's I think it might be priced in only because ETH is already it's or like let's just look at the charts here and look right here. Just want to update you guys on the 5 minute. It just did
rejection.
exactly what you'd
Yep.
expect. Yeah, challenge to 50 moving average so far, getting rejected. So let's see if this still plays out. Because what we're seeing here is right. It's been bouncing bullish on the 50 moving average, broke below the moving average, tested the 200, and what happens is it ping pongs for a while before the 50 starts to really show its
Yep.
colors and
Excellent.
starts
Yeah.
dumping. But we'll see. It could go it could go up too. Like it, we'll see what happens here. But I'm still confident that in my plan here, my plan is that number will get down here before it gets up here. That's basically it. You know what I mean? Um,
Basic math.
so it's basic math checks out, man. Math checks out. But like let's go to the daily. ETH. Like if you let's just compare ETH to Bitcoin, right?
Yeah,
And
it's doing its own
it's
thing.
yeah
Starting to.
on the daily, right? This was the bottom,
Hmm.
and we're still pretty damn
Yeah.
far
Holding
from
a
the
new
bottom, man.
ledge.
I mean,
Holding a new ledge
yeah,
up.
it's
Yeah.
It's doing great. And like right now on the daily, like look at us. That resistance that are marked on our lower time frame is actually a pretty strong level. I mean, look at it. And
Hmm.
this one that I just made up on like that lower time
Yeah.
frame. It's actually pretty solid level for
Yep.
the daily too. So,
Mhm.
I mean, this is a key level where ETH's at right now, and we could see a rejection down from it. We could see it bust up, but I don't.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
maybe it
Like
could reject for right now and hang around in kind of this range it's been in down here, and maybe the merge will take it back up above this point of resistance. I mean, maybe the merge will be the
I
thing
just
that takes it
I'm
above there.
just
I don't
not
know.
exactly sure why the
Why would it? Right.
merge.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, why?
I
Because
don't know.
if it's
Why?
really like if you
Sell
are
me the bullish sentiment. Sell it
if
to
you're
me.
an investor and you are like thinking that for the long term that is all gonna be awesome, and then go for it if
Yeah.
that's what you feel, that that's what your plan
Yeah. I
is.
mean,
But
I still have good
I'm a
vibes about Ethereum long term,
I'm
but
just not, yeah, and I'm just not um
good
I'm
vibes.
not an investor in this, right? I trade it. So to me, it's like I don't see the merge as something that would make it skyrocket. You know what I mean? Um, but anyways, just look at this. Like the reason why I'm saying that ETH might be like quote unquote priced in, that's just because it's been outperforming Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
And what by
Bitcoin.
that, it's just like look at where Bitcoin is right now compared, right? ETH from its lows down here, ETH is just chilling up here close to its highs. Whereas
Mhm.
Bitcoin's not really being able to do much
Move
at
forward momentum
all.
back up. Yeah.
It's just losing and losing. So um it's just based on the chart patterns. It's like ETH has been doing better. And why has ETH been doing better? Maybe it's the merge, right? Maybe it's the news about the merge, and so that's why ETH has been doing better.
And
But
it's just far more usable. Let's be realistic, everybody. I know the
yeah,
Bitcoin maxis will
people
tell me
actually
about the
use.
Lightning Network that will revolutionize Bitcoin, but
Believe it when I see it. Yeah,
it's been, the
it's kind
Lightning
of
Network already exists, and it hasn't been adopted widely. So, just saying, you know,
right. Yeah. So let's see what happens here.
are my Dickens's on Bitcoin? No, they're on ETH.
It's true.
Simple, dude. This is simple.
It's true. Yeah, so we aren't seeing much going on here, but maybe this could have. Yeah, so I'm really looking to see if this starts
You know,
a move downward and
continuing
really
down.
gets this trend to start moving
Yep.
down. And if so, I might hold on to this. Like if it gets down here, right?
Yeah.
Price level gets down here. So like what I'd expect maybe to happen, come up right, we challenge the 50 moving average. Maybe we challenge it again, and then we come down, and then we hang out down here, and then we come down even for you know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be maybe one of those kind of days, but it could. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just looking out for one thing I would have possibly have done if I was watching this 5 minute when this candle happened, and it retested and broke to 200. I might have said, okay, maybe get out because, only because it's like, hey, what I'm looking for is a break from the 200 moving average and retest and move pull away from it again. That's kind of what I'm looking for. But right now, so far, it's still valid. Right now, tested the 50 moving average. So far as
Yeah.
got
Still
rejected. So
doing what you want.
let's see. I mean, yeah, I mean on the kimono wave. Right, I'm
Yeah.
watching the kimono
I can
wave
see it happen
because
on
it's
there
like,
too. It might not
um,
break over that top of that 50 line there on the kimono. Yep, exactly.
right,
That's kind of what it looks like.
something like that. So,
Dickensis says he saw a huge argument against ETH from a BTC maxi on Reddit recently. He'll find it. Didn't realize they hate Vitalik. Maybe it's because Vitalik was saying he saw warning signs or whatever. There was like 2 or 3 things he was saying about Bitcoin that he didn't like about Bitcoin, and so maybe the Bitcoin maxis like it triggered them, and they're all like going to Reddit, of course, because that's where
dude,
Bitcoin
yeah, I
maxis
don't
hang
know.
out. Is Reddit, right? That is where the Bitcoin maxis would hang out.
You can't take the heat on Twitter, man. So they go to their safe spaces and Reddit. Uh, that's this is not a Bitcoin safe space. I don't. This is not.
This isn't a safe space, period.
Thank you for watching GMTV.